Hey friends, it's Deborah. Welcome back to the channel. So, where have I been? If you want to know where I've been, stay tuned. Keep on watching. Alright friends, so first of all, I just want to say I hope you guys all had a wonderful and happy and peaceful holiday season. I sure did. I needed a little bit of a YouTube holiday. Work was really crazy busy and I had some side things going on, and it's just something had to take a back burner, and unfortunately it had to be YouTube. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you have an Instagram account, I suggest that you head over there and follow me. I found it way easier just to pick up the phone, for 10 seconds and post on Instagram than having to sit down, record a video, edit, upload, all that fun stuff. Not that it's not fun, it's just it was time consuming and I did not have the time, unfortunately. By the way, I'm drinking electrolytes because I have a massive headache, and I just wanted to share this with you. This is my first tip. No, this is not sponsored. No, I don't have a code. Yes, I bought this with my own money. And this is a lemonade flavor. It's the Keen Nutrients electrolytes. I really like it. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I've also used the Ultima, which I really like. I just like to have, some choices, and I really like this lemonade. So I'm drinking my electrolytes because I have a massive headache, and if that doesn't work, I will suck on some pink salt. So that's a tip for you. If you're new to keto and you get headaches, make sure you're drinking your electrolytes. Make sure you're drinking your water. If your headache still doesn't go away after drinking your electrolytes, try sucking on some pink salt. Yes, I did say suck on pink salt. It works. Trust me. Sometimes I can't get rid of a headache, like during egg fast, even after I drink my electrolytes, and I suck on some pink salt, like the bigger chunks, the bigger rocks, and it goes right away. Anyway, so that's where I've been. I needed a little holiday from YouTube, but I'm back. I did want to tell you that it took me 15 months to go off plan. Yes, guys, I did eat off plan during the holidays. It started the day before Christmas Eve and it lasted for 5 days. I'm going to film a different video for that, explaining everything, and if I gained weight, if I lost it, and all that good stuff. So I'm hopping right back on the keto train, and I hope you will follow my journey and share your journey with me. So if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. Hit that little red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to click on that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a video. And this first video back this year for 2020 is what I eat in a day. So if you want to see what I've been eating lately, stay tuned. Keep on watching. Let me know down in the comments section, what is one of your most favorite keto, low carb, comfort foods? Hey friends, it's Deborah and welcome back to the channel. So today we're cooking Italian. So if you want to see how all this comes out, keep on watching. All right friends, so I am making a homemade sauce. My usual go-to, I've always made homemade sauce. When I started keto, that is when I started to buy jarred sauce, and I prefer Rao's. You guys have seen me haul Rao's almost since the beginning of my keto journey. I like it because it is pretty clean ingredients, very low carb, no sugar added, yada yada. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into what I'm going to be using to make the sauce. I'm also going to be making some meatballs later, and some Italian sausage because I'm a Chicago girl. I love Italian sausage. So usually I use San Marzano tomatoes, but this is what I had in the pantry, so you use what you have. extra virgin olive oil. I have some parsley flakes, some garlic powder, onion powder, some kosher sea salt, some black pepper. I have 1 whole medium onion because I am using 2 cans. I think they're like the 26-ounce cans. And 2 cloves of garlic. And these garlic cloves are huge. See that? So I used 2 of them because I like everything garlicky. So, and I also have some fresh basil that you'll see me add in right now. It's in the fridge, obviously. But what we're going to do is we are going to turn on our pan. And I like to get the pot nice and hot before I add in the olive oil. So I like to coat the bottom of my pan with the oil. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in the onion first. Once that starts cooking up a little bit, then I'll go ahead and add in the garlic. You don't want to overcook the garlic. So you want to cook the onion till it's translucent, but I'm going to cook it for maybe about 1.5 minutes without the garlic. Then I'll add in the garlic. I just added in that garlic, and it smells so good already, guys. So now that the onion is becoming see-through, translucent, I'm going to add in my 2 jars of sauce. So now we went ahead and added in the 2 jars of tomato sauce. You can use crushed tomatoes. A lot of people use crushed tomatoes. I used to. Sometimes I do. It depends on the kind of sauce that I'm making. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that up and start seasoning everything. All right, friends, I can't believe that I forgot to tell you Italian seasoning. This is a must, obviously. So Italian seasoning, and then I will put in some fresh basil as well. So I definitely add salt. The salt, friends, brings out such a beautiful flavor from the tomato. Absolutely. Right, so I went ahead and added in all my seasonings. You saw the salt. I did the black pepper, some parsley flakes, the Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder. Yes, guys, I'm a woman that loves flavor. So I'm going to put down, I don't measure anything, but I'll put down like a guesstimate. But to me, you always just season to flavor for your liking. So I'm just going to go ahead, mix this all up. You want this to come to a boil, and then I'm going to simmer it and turn it down to a simmer and place the lid on top and just let it simmer for a while and let all the flavors marinate together. See how super simple and easy that was? You don't have to buy jarred sauce, and to me this I usually doctor up the sauce anyway, but this way you get the seasonings that you want. So now remember, my meatballs are going to go in here, and so is my Italian sausage, so that's going to add in a ton of flavor to this sauce. And I'm also going to add in the basil now. All right, you see that? Okay, this is when I bring it down to a simmer. I have an all white kitchen, everything, white cabinets, white everything. See that? So bring it down to a simmer, put a lid on it, and just let it sit there and simmer for a while. So it's meatball time. So I've got my ground beef. A lot of people put ground pork in there as well. You can use whatever you want. I have some fresh garlic, some onion. I try to cut it like really small. I mince it pretty much. I do use a little bit of fresh basil. I'll cut it up. I like to use some Parmesan in there, black pepper, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, some Italian seasoning. You do need 1 egg. And I'm using breadcrumbs because I'm not eating them, so they're not keto. But all you need to do to make them keto is replace this with pork rinds, and that is good to go. So I'm going to whip these up real quick. I got my oven preheating at 350, and then I'll cook them for about a half hour, 20 to 30 minutes. And then I'll throw them in the sauce, and they can finish cooking off from there. So I'm going to go ahead, throw them in the oven. The oven's already preheated. I try to make them as even as possible. Obviously, some of them are going to be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I don't stress about it. I just don't overcook them in the oven, and I let them continue cooking in the sauce when they're done. Also, I typically like to fry up my Italian sausage, but since I have the oven on, I'm just going to throw the sausage in the oven and let those cook almost all the way, and then finish letting them cook in the sauce as well. All right, so I went ahead and cut up the Italian sausages. I just cut them into thirds. Quick little tip, if they're kind of frozen, they're easier to cut into than if they're not. These are like so unfrozen. These have a little bit of freeze to them. So that's just a little pro tip. I'm going to go ahead, throw them in the oven with the meatballs, and then I will see you as I take them out. So the meatballs are looking pretty good. We still have about another 15 minutes. And the sausage has a lot. So I take them out when they're kind of golden. They still are going to be a little bit red in the middle, but they'll continue to cook in the sauce. This here is like from the cheese. And I put that in there, and it gives the sauce such a great flavor. Okay, so I put all the meatballs in the sauce, and it's looking fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and just let it simmer in here until it's time to cook the pasta for dinner. The sausage is obviously still in the oven, and I will only put maybe half of that sausage that I cooked into the sauce. And this is the finished dish, guys. It was so super delicious. I put 3 pieces of sausage in here, meaning 1 full stick of sausage. I did use the great low carb bread company rotini pasta. Absolutely love that. If it fits in your macros, you're okay with the ingredients, I highly recommend it. They sent me a code a couple of months ago. I can't remember what the code involves, like if it's a certain percentage off or if it's free shipping. If I find that email, I'll share that code with you in case you guys want to give it a try. If not, you can substitute it with any pasta. A lot of times I don't even use low carb pasta, guys. I do like a bake where I'll put like some mozzarella cheese on top and bake that till golden brown, and it's super delicious. You don't even have to use low carb pasta. It was just one of those cold Chicago days where I wanted something like some comfort food. So once in a while, you know, guys, you gotta live. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you at the next one.